Welcome to Greenable Woodbridge. I am your host, Carolyn Ehrlich. Today's show is a very, very important show for every resident of Woodbridge because we have with us Susanna Chu from PSEG, and you are the Director of Energy Efficiency Implementation Programs. Did I get that right? Close enough. And she's going to tell us about all the ways that we can save energy and save money. And we're all about the two greens, saving money and saving energy. So let's start off with what are some things and what are some of the programs that PSEG is offering to our residents?
Yeah, so I first want to start by saying, why is energy efficiency so important? And that is, this cliche of the cheapest megawatt hour is the one that you don't use, or the kilowatt hour, and so not using the energy is the best way to save money. And there's so much cost-effective energy efficiency technology out there, but it's just not exciting to people, so they're not thinking about it all the time. And so, you think about solar, it's like, you want to go to your backyard barbecue and talk about your solar system, but do you really want to go talk about your water heater or your furnace, right? So it's that it doesn't have the excitement, and that's what we want to do, is we want people to get excited about energy efficiency because it is cost effective. We need people to understand that it's cost effective and take advantage of all the programs and benefits and opportunities that we have to help people get there.
That is terrific, and that's a great philosophy. We could just put that into our mission statement. It's so perfect. So what are some of the programs that you have that could help our residents?
Yeah, so I'm going to tie together the programs throughout the conversation because there's so much that we offer. So over the past years, PSEG has offered some energy efficiency programs, but there are some legislation that was passed a couple of years ago that put the responsibility of energy efficiency back with the utilities. So, just launched over the last few months, we've had a plethora of new programs that are out that will help customers from everything from very easy to harder, depending on how much you want to get involved.
And if I may add, I think it will be a lot more efficient for our residents to be dealing with PSEG. They're already your customer. They already know you, rather than going to BPU and the Clean Energy Program and the people that they were working with. It never seemed to have worked as efficiently. So I'm excited that you are now going to be doing it.
We're equally excited, and I think the Board of Public Utilities did a wonderful job with the programs, with what they had. However, the missing link, I think, is that customer relationship.
Yes.
You have an established relationship with the utilities. We are sending you the bill. And when is the best time to think about how do I want to manage my bill is, I get my bill and I'm giving you messages about, your bill is a little high this month. Why don't you consider doing A, B, C, and D? So, I want to commend the Board of Public Utilities for, the progress that they've made over the years. But, the utilities just have that billing relationship and that.
You're coming to our homes every day,
exactly.
And then our bills every month. And I actually read the bill because it tells me,
congratulations.
Look at, how do I compare to the norm? How do I compare to my neighbors? And am I good or bad? And
so you get one of the reports. What you're referring to right now is one of our programs. It's we call it a behavioral program, but it's a report we send to people that breaks down their energy usage, gives them comparison to how your energy consumption compared to similar homes, tips that are customized to you on what you can do to reduce your energy usage. So that's one of our programs.
Every other bill, I look at the bottom and say, okay, what do I have to write the check for? That one I read.
That's great. Really.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the simple, easy things, and we'll start there. And depending on how far you can go, there's just so much more that can be done. So simple things that cost no money, right? You can just close the doors to unused rooms, close the vents, right? turn off the lights, use ceiling fans to help circulate air around the room, seal the holes and cracks around your windows and doors, close blinds where in the summer, you have the hot sun beating in and heating it up your house, close the shades. So those are simple things that you can just do every day that'll help save energy, right?
There's so many things
Yeah.
that you can do. Unplugging your phone. Don't leave the charger in all the time. That's crazy.
Now, great point, right? So there's this term we call like vampire load. And these things that you plug in your house today that we didn't have, 10, 20 years ago, all this stuff that's plugged in is drawing power all the time. So, putting in some power strips. So here are some of the extra things you can do. So it's not just about going around turning off lights. LEDs. A fraction of the energy compared to what, incandescence to fluorescence to LEDs, just a fraction of the energy. I know my husband was a maniac about this, and he went around the house and changed everything, and I noticed an impact on the bill. That bill went down.
Absolutely. It's also, you don't have to change them that often.
You don't, and they last longer than they used to.
And it's a myth if you think you're not going to get as much light from them.
Correct.
Because it's I don't know how you would describe it, but it's a brighter light, but it doesn't have the glare.
And the technology has improved so much with LEDs compared to what it was, in the nascent stages, that, you have different color variations, there's smart lights. So the best part is, now we segue into what can we do to help. We have programs that can help reduce the cost of LEDs. So if you go into your Costco today, you should be able to find discounted LEDs. That's discounted right at the register. You don't have to fill out a form. You don't have to do anything hard.
No rebate.
And
it happens right there.
It's right there. It's instant, right? And if you want to shop from the comfort of home, we have an online marketplace. So marketplace.pseg.com. You go in there. Discounted light bulbs. So that's just the beginning, right? So on our marketplace, there are products, simple, easy products that you can buy and put into your home that are discounted. So our goal isn't to sell stuff. We're not trying to compete with Costco or, Walmart, right? But what we want to do is find the best way and the easiest way to get product into the customer's hand. So if you prefer to go to Costco, we're there. You can get your discount there. If you prefer to buy online, we're there. We have the marketplace. You get the discount.
And you could just change a light bulb. You don't need an electrician.
No, even I could do it.
Yeah, even I could do it.
Yeah. So then I want to segue to one of my favorite topics is smart thermostats. We have rebates on smart thermostats. Right now it's $100, and it can change from time to time, but you can put in a smart thermostat that does so much more than even what programmable thermostats used to do. And this sounds very silly, but I really love my smart thermostats. So I have 2 zones in my house, and you can control it from your phone. It has an automatic green mode, so you can set it on green mode where it will automatically just make some adjustments and save you energy. And if you don't notice it, it's great. And if you notice it, no problem. Go on your app, change it, right? And when I leave the house and I say, oh darn, I'm on vacation, I forgot to set it, no problem. You change it. You can preset vacation mode. So if you have vacation coming up, you don't have to, last thing you want to worry about, you're rushing out of the house, let me go change the thermostat. Preset it. When you're going to leave, when you're going to come back, it will set it for you, and you can just set it and forget it. You go on vacation, you come back, your house can be nice and comfortable.
Oh.
So there's all these features.
So when I leave for work in the morning, I can have it, instead of, right now it's programmable, so it's programmed no matter what time I'm leaving,
That's right.
It's going down.
Yeah.
So I push a button and it'll go down.
Yeah.
I'm not home. And then I guess maybe like on my way home, I push a button and it'll start going back up so that when I get home, I'll never
That's right.
even know.
That's right.
That is terrific.
And I mean, depending on the thermostat you buy, so there's a lot of manufacturers. They all have different features. And they're coming up with new ideas all the time. You can have geofencing where it'll sense when you're getting home and it'll preset. There's all kinds of cool things.
Wow.
Yeah, this sounds really crazy, but
I
love my smart thermostat.
So like if I'm in the car driving, it'll say, are you getting
it'll sense if you're getting close that it can do that. Now I chose not to enable that one. And then the other thing you can add on are sensors. So if you walk into your kitchen, if your thermostat is in your dining room, which is for my house, you walk into the kitchen. As soon as you walk into the kitchen, it senses somebody's home, and then it senses if nobody's home. Oh, you know what? Nobody's home. Psh, take it down a couple degrees.
Oh, I got to get one of those.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing. So we have rebates on that on Marketplace. Again, marketplace.pseg.com, and just super easy to purchase. Put it on in your card. If you're a PSEG customer, we validate that you're a customer of ours, and the rebate is automatically applied, and the product is shipped to you.
And is that something that I could install, or do I need to get somebody to do it?
So it depends. I think majority of the systems can be installed by homeowners. There are some compatibility issues if you have older systems. And if you have a problem with your thermostat and there's a compatibility issue, you can return it. But majority of our customers didn't have a problem. Like in my home, and by the way, I don't lift a screwdriver in my house, but I said, you know what? I like to, taste what I cook, right? So I don't normally lift a screwdriver, but when we got our smart thermostat in, I said, no, I need to do this because I need to be able to tell people okay, this is not that hard. You have to match wires and you have to check diagrams. So, it's not rocket science, though. If I could do it, like I said, the technical capability of my skill level is probably lower than most people, so I think it's something that people can do, and that's manufacturers like Nest and Ecobee, who are really big purveyors of these products, design around ease of installation, and again, if you have a problem, they have hotlines that you can call. If you buy a product, they will support it.
Now, right now, I have a different thermostat for my air conditioning and my heat. Is this one, the smart thermostat, is that for both, or I still need two separate ones?
So your setup may be a little different, and so there may be some challenges. You may need to talk to your HVAC technician about how to get that set up. So, fortunately for us, in our case, it was a single thermostat. It was a very easy installation. So you might need a separate thermostat then. Depends on the wiring.
Terrific. What else have we got?
Yeah, so sticking with the marketplace, for example, we were talking about the vampire loads. Smart power strips is another thing that I'm having a little fun with, right? So I'm a little behind the times on that. I just recently got the smart power strip. And the funny thing is, we plugged it in, didn't set anything, and we were watching TV and the TV shut off. And it's like, oh, okay, what happened? Well, it's because it has a sensor, and there's a timer and a sensor that you can set, and you can increase the time, but it motion detects. So if you leave your TV on, right, and you walk away for an hour or whatever you set your timer for, it'll turn it off for you. So it was funny. We had some fun with it. We were laughing about it, and the kids were like, the TV went off. But we fixed the setting, and everything is great. So what it does is it senses if the TV is off, then it turns off all the peripherals automatically. And so, you have peripherals that are attached to your system. Well, you don't want to have to go to each one and, or to go to a main power switch. Basically, you turn off your TV, it senses that the power is off, and then it turns everything else off. So these are things that technology has brought our way that are cost effective, and what we are doing as PSEG is adding that incentive on top to just give you that little nudge to get over the top. And I've been working in energy efficiency for probably more than a decade. I'm not a technical expert, but just in terms of programs and approaches. And it's incredible. You would think it's easy to sell free, right? But free, of course, comes with, some caveats, right? But I think people have a hard time, believing like, oh, I can get this, and some of our programs are free. Some of them you do have to spend some money. But depending on the work that you're having done, we either provide support for it. We provide on-bill repayment. So, for example, if let's say you're replacing your HVAC system, right? Your heating and air conditioning system. We want you to put in the more efficient system, but it costs more money up front. And people are making choices of where to spend their money, and we want you to put your money into a more efficient unit. So what do? We've made on-bill, what we call on-bill repayment, available to you so that you can put the cost of the system on your bill, repay it over a number of years. So it takes away that capital strain, and of course there's, as I said, is always fine print, right? Eligibility and
right.
And we do some checks on payment history. So for those that are eligible, it's another great option for you to help you make that choice to jump into the energy efficient choice.
So let's talk about the whole house, and how do you find out if your house is energy efficient?
Great question, and perfect timing for that question. So you can do all the easy things, right, and the things that you can put products into your house, and now you think about that whole home and that larger investment. And we have a number of programs for customers for that, and for many years we've offered for low-income customers, income-eligible customers, we've offered a free home energy audit and upgrade program that has been available for years, but we have to get the word out, right? That program is called Comfort Partners. And what we've done is we've now enhanced that program to even higher up the income scale. So we're now calling that home weatherization. So for a family of, I think it's about $106,000 a year, family of 4, anyone with income up to that level is eligible for, I would say, thousands of dollars of work to be done on their house. Why? Because these are the customers that need the most help, right? Mm-hmm. We don't want those customers to worry about how do you make sure you can keep your house warm in the winter time. And so getting those homes insulated is so important. So this program has been a program we've offered for many years called Comfort Partners, now expanded to home weatherization. And so I would really encourage people to look into those opportunities. So what we do is we will send a auditor to the home to do, an assessment. We'll determine, what upgrades can be done within the program, and everything is about cost effectiveness. So at the end of the day, like we look at it as an investment. So if it's cost effective, we'll make those upgrades. And the other thing we take a look at is health and safety. So you wouldn't imagine the number of times we walk into a home and we'll find small gas leaks. And so, getting into customers' homes to be able to find those health and safety issues is just so important. And so that's another element of the program, is making sure that families are safe, right? So for low income and moderate income programs, we have that set of programs that that provide really a nice range of benefits and significant improvements, which it can include even like replacement of an inefficient refrigerator. So it could include insulation of the home. So it just depends on the home, what it needs. It may include health and safety measures if there are safety issues with the home. That's a great program for residents. And then for residents that have means, right, we have additional programs. And depending on how involved you want to get, we can range from, you go online to do a home energy assessment, you fill out some questions, and you'll get an online report. We'll send somebody to your house, and in fact, I just did this a few weeks ago. We'll send somebody to your house. It's called the Quick Home Energy Checkup. We'll send someone to your house. They'll do a complete walkthrough, and they will provide you with LED lights. They'll provide you with the smart strip. They'll provide you with...
When you say provide you, you mean
no
they'll give you
everything
strip.
that I'm describing is no cost.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
So that's the Quick Home Energy Check. And so we will provide you with these things that are going to help you save money immediately. And then you'll get a report to say, here are the additional things you can do, right? Then there's another tier called the Home Performance Program. Home Performance is a program where you can call an energy assessment firm. So there's lots of these companies, small businesses, medium businesses, New Jersey-based businesses that do these services. They will come to your home, and some charge a fee, some do not. So you kind of have to do your homework. You as a resident have the choice of who you choose, and you get an audit. And coming out of that audit, they'll give you a proposal of what you can do in your home. May that be insulation or upgrades, air sealing, so they'll provide a report with an estimate of what it'll cost. Our program can provide incentives that will reduce the cost of those
nice.
Upgrades and allow you to put part or all of it on your energy bill to be repaid over time. So what's that tie to the energy bill? Because our theory is, if you're doing things to save energy, you'll see your energy bill go down, and you'll see these extra charges. Mm-hmm. And while there might not be a one-to-one match, but you'll see that happening. And over time, once you're paid off, you're done, and those upgrades are there, until through the end of life, depending on.
That's terrific. Okay, so the normal business model is, the more of my product I sell, the more successful I am. But PSEG is not wanting to sell their product, and they're saying, no, don't use it. Don't spend your energy money. So it's kind of upside down.
Yes.
Why is it? Why are you so dedicated to energy efficiency and not selling what you do?
So I've been with PSEG for 35 years. And it's been a journey to watch the evolution of the company from, a power generation company to a company that our current vision is called Powering Progress. And Powering Progress, the centerpiece of our Powering Progress vision is energy efficiency. So there's three legs to that stool. It's helping customers to use less energy. It's to make sure that the energy then that we use is cleaner, and then to make sure we deliver it as reliably as we've ever delivered it. So that three-pronged strategy, though, is based on I think, years of policy development. Mm-hmm. And I mentioned earlier about the Clean Energy Act that was passed 2 or 3 years ago that set goals for utilities. We have to reduce average annual consumption in electric by 2% and gas consumption by 0.75%. And that's our goal. So our mission has changed, right? And I've watched our company go through this evolution. This is something that I think we've been gearing up for many, many years. This has been a goal of ours to really get to a place where our company can fully support and fully embrace and help our customers meet the goals of the state of reducing energy consumption, helping the environment, and helping you save money.
That's amazing. So talk a little bit about how do you get the clean energy, renewable energy sources to the customer?
So as a company, right, I work for the utility PSEG, so we're not a generating company. However, one of the things we did start doing about 10 years ago is we do invest in solar energy. So we have 158 megawatts of solar energy as part of the utility, and we focus on brownfields, landfills. You see them on the poles, right? And putting solar in places that are not using up green space. Mm-hmm. And so we've focused on this area for a number of years, and it was a unique opportunity for us as a utility to help the state with these objectives by investing in solar energy. As far as the rest of our company, PSEG, our affiliate companies who are power generating, mm-hmm. we are divesting our fossil fleet, right?
Right here in
Seward. Our goal is to get to zero carbon sources of energy, and we're well on our way there.
That's terrific. You're a great company. So we have a couple of minutes left. If you have a summary that you'd like to, parting words for our residents.
My parting words are, go to PSEG.com. That's our website, because I think I threw a whole lot of information out to folks, and I'm looking for my notes on the place I want you to look. So I want you to go to PSEG.com, save money and energy, and then you'll find lots of information about energy efficiency. If you're a residential customer, you can go right to homeenergy.pseg.com. If you're a business customer, you can go to bizsave.pseg.com. That's B-I-Z. And we didn't have a chance to talk about the business customers. And there's so much more we can offer to them. And so thank you so much for the time to come talk to you.
And this is very, very important to us because, as part of Sustainable Jersey, we get points for the amount of people that reach out to you for home energy audits and improve their homes.
Sustainable Jersey is a great partner, and we are pleased to be able to work with them as well.
They're terrific, and if I may give you a plug,
yes.
You give a lot of money for grants to the towns in Sustainable Jersey.
Yes.
So thank you for supporting us, our residents, and Sustainable Jersey. And thank you for watching Greenable Woodbridge and being part of the change and part of the excitement.